worship the cow? So there's a lot of components to this. And for me, this time of satsang, and what makes it really precious, is that it's about our truth. And I mention that very specifically with this particular question because occasionally these sorts of philosophical questions will come. Usually it's personal questions about individual spiritual paths, but occasionally philosophical questions will come. And I don't like to avoid any question. I don't want there to be any question that's off limits. On the other hand, it's important to me that this not become simply a philosophical lecture. And so whether we're talking certain mantras, whether we talk certain scriptures, whether we talk certain incarnations of the divine or certain religious rites or rituals, or whether we talk why the cow is worshipped, in any of these aspects, the question that to me always matters is, what does this mean to us? What about this is true for me? And how does that bring me closer to a truth for me? So the cow, there are, of course, lots of beautiful philosophical reasons for that. The core, most basic one, just quickly, has to do with the cow being that which gives and gives and gives. So the image of the cow is that she provides. It's not just milk, but everything of the cow. Her milk, her urine, her manure. We're sitting right here on beautiful cow manure. Yeah, it's wonderful to share that with people when they sit on it, especially before we got the grass on. I remember when Prince Charles was here a few years ago, and Puja Swamiji told him that he was sitting here on the cow dung, and he loved it. So it's the cow dung. It's what we use in our fire ceremonies when you perform the fire ceremony with us in the arti. Before the lighting, when we do the yagna, the homa ceremony, instead of using wood, which comes from trees, which are precious, and we plant them, not cut them down, we actually use cow patties. So cow dung is a wonderful, wonderful source for fire. It makes great floors and walls, gobar. They mix it with straw. It's cool in the summer, warm in the winter. It repels all sorts of insects. It's great for you. Cow urine is antibacterial, anti-insecticide if you're looking for a fantastic non-toxic cleanser. It's what we use here to clean the floors. People drink it. So lots of uses for it. They make soaps out of it. I mean, everything that you would need to be antibacterial, either within the body or for cleaning outside cow urine. It's nectar. Gomutra, they call it. The milk we know. So the cow is worshipped as this giver and giver and giver who takes nothing. Hence, she's mother cow. For me, though, the teaching of the cow is actually different. What inspires worship in me of the cow is this is a creature who is actually quite intelligent. The cow is not a stupid animal by any means. Cows are quite intelligent, quite aware. good nervous systems, good sensory systems. Nonetheless, who's able to lie down very peacefully in the midst of traffic. Drive down the streets of Delhi, Rishikesh, anywhere. Cars are honking their horns, coming in every direction. No rhyme or reason, no lanes, no rules. I mean, it's terrifying to be a passenger in a car. But the cow, lying in the middle of the road, totally unfazed. So many times we're driving down the road and the driver literally has to stop the car, get out, and kind of pat the cow to stand up and walk out of the road. Now, she wasn't asleep, she was just resting. Again, not stupid, not deaf, not blind, but an ability to really embody, when we talk about peace in the chaos, when we talk about noiseless amidst the noise, when we talk about that beautiful image of the lotus flower growing in the muck, but not getting mucky. So it's not about, oh, in order to be beautiful, I have to be far away from the muck. No, the lotus grows in the muck. And it's also the flower that is used in worship. Grows in the dirt, but stays pristine and beautiful. So the cow is able in many ways to actually embody that, where here she is in the midst of chaos, aware of it, intelligent about it, but unfazed by it. She's got faith. She knows these people believe that to kill me is to basically condemn them to karmic hell for lifetimes. So nobody's going to hit me. Nobody's going to touch me. She's perfectly content in her faith of knowing nobody's going to do anything to me. Because they know to hit this cow, to harm that cow, is accruing God knows how many lifetimes of bad karma. So she's got faith. She knows I'm protected. And here's what I love about that. In our spiritual traditions, we pray to the divine. We bow to the divine. We surrender to the divine. We perform all sorts of, whether it's prayers, whether it's pujas, rites, rituals, ceremonies, offerings, whatever it may be, to the divine. We understand that that divine is infinite, omnipotent. And yet we move through the world like rats on electric shocking machines. I mean, literally, we are constantly jumpy and stressed and restless and worried and oh my God, like whatever happens. Tiny little things. Somebody takes our parking spot. A flight we're supposed to take is late or canceled. We're stuck in traffic. We gained weight we didn't want to gain. We lost weight we didn't want to lose. We can't find our car keys. Can't find our eyeglasses. Whatever it may be. But it's a sort of every minute, every moment, stress and tension. It's the exact opposite of that experience of faith. That experience of knowing I'm being taken care of. There's an intelligence in the universe. And it flows through me. And it may not tell me where my car keys are or my eyeglasses are. But it's taking care of me on a level that I don't need to slip into this automatic fight or flight stress response to everything that happens in my life. And the cow is this perfect example of that for me. Of how to really have faith, because a lot of us may be in difficult situations, but very few of us find ourselves lying down in the middle of a road in traffic. I mean, that would be scary. And now look at the cow, able to just be there with such peace and such faith. And so for me, the worship of the cow is actually rooted in that. It's rooted in how can I develop the ability not to have to lie in traffic. Thankfully, that's not what I have to do in my life. I'm not sure I could do that without any stress. But how can I move through my life? The metaphoric cars that are coming, the metaphoric horns that are honking, the metaphoric threats in my life. As anchored and grounded and peaceful and calm as the cow. So while you're here in India, whenever you see a cow in the middle of the road, just allow yourself to sort of connect with that on an energetic level and see whether you can't pick up via energetic osmosis that experience of peace in the chaos, that experience of the eye of the hurricane, that experience of being noiseless amidst the noise.